In this story, you will have three characters: Tiger, Miss Jones, and Mrs. Mills. Tiger was late for school. As he passed the staff room, he heard voices. "Where do you think you lost it?" said Mrs. Mills. "I don't know," said Mrs. Jones. She sounded very upset. Tiger wondered what Miss Jones had lost. He looked into the staff room. "What does it look like?" asked Mrs. Mills. Miss Jones held out her hand. Something sparkled. "What a shame," said Mrs. Mills. "I'll have to look for my earring later," said Miss Jones. The bell went for class. Tiger hid. Mrs. Mills and Miss Jones came out of the staff room and shut the door. Tiger didn't like to see Miss Jones upset. He had an idea. He turned the dial on his watch and a micro-sized tiger crawled under the door. He had never been in the staff room before. It was a bit scary. He looked all around, hoping to see the sparkly earring. Just then, the door opened. Mrs. Mills was back. "Oh no!" cried Tiger. He ran and hid behind the bin. "What a mess!" Mrs. Mills said. "No wonder Miss Jones can't find her earring." Mrs. Mills picked up her rubbish and walked towards the bin. Tiger had to move. Fast! Tiger ran across to the table. He looked up. Something sparkled. It was on top of a pile of papers. "There it is!" he said. Mrs. Mills had her back turned. Tiger began to climb. It was hard work. Finally, he got to the top. And what sparkly thing did he find? It was a drawing pen. "Oh no!" Tiger groaned. Then the pile of paper tipped. Tiger started to slip. "Help!" cried Tiger. He tipped and slipped and tumbled down. "Ah! Help!" Splosh! Tiger landed in a mug of cold tea. It was a good job he could swim. "How am I going to get out of here?" he said. He did not have to wait long. Mrs. Mills came over. "What a mess!" she said. She picked up the mug. "Oh no!" said Tiger. He held his breath and ducked down in the cold tea. Mrs. Mills tipped the cold tea into the sink. Splash! Tiger swirled round and round. He was pulled towards the plug hole. "Help!" cried Tiger. He grabbed hold of the plug and hung on tight. The tea gurgled down the plug hole. When it was gone, Tiger climbed down into the sink. The sink was a bit grubby. There was a mug and some spoons, and what was that? Something sparkled. It was an earring. Tiger picked up the earring. He climbed up the plug chain and out of the sink. Then he climbed down the hand towel. He ran across the staff room and crawled under the door. Back in the car door, Tiger put down the earring. He turned the dial on his watch and Tiger picked up the earring. He hurried along to his classroom. "Tiger," said Miss Jones crossly, "why are you so late? And why are you dirty and wet?" "Sorry, Miss Jones," said Tiger. "I fell in a puddle." Tiger held out his hand. "But I found this," he said. "Has anyone lost it?" "My earring," said Miss Jones. She sounded very happy. "Oh, thank you, Tiger."